big day for the ADF.
A groundbreaking new national defence doctrine that codifies an entirely new approach to national defence. They're calling this officially unveiled new approach to national defence national defence.
That is groundbreaking.
Yeah. Centrepiece of the program is enhancing Australia's missile capabilities. The new missiles will be made with West Australian critical minerals built in new factories made from West Australian iron ore. We need them to shoot down Chinese fighter jets that are made from West Australian critical minerals and launched from aircraft carriers made from West Australian iron ore.
That doesn't make sense.
The PM and Defence Minister started the sell early at a press conference on Monday.
Today's Defence statement observes that we are facing the most challenging set of strategic circumstances that we have for decades.
Richard Marles was quick out of the block, saying the new doctrine was needed because Australia's defence blueprint was last updated by these guys, at a time when the biggest threat to Australia was the USSR.
So how does the new policy differ from the old one?
Albo and Marles went to great lengths to outline the new foundations of our new defence strategy.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive and dodge.
The initial priorities are submarines, hopefully bigger ones, strike capability, bringing new technology from innovation to reality.
It's a sophisticated heat beam which we called a laser.
Strengthening our northern bases.
When are we going to see you in the NT?
Boosting ADF personnel. And building relationships in the Pacific region.
I used to be too embarrassed to invite people over to see my dick.
Policy authors Angus Houston and Stephen Smith make the point that Australia's Defence Force should be doing less of this and more of this. They stress the need to get new weapons deployed faster, even if they aren't perfect.
Where's the kaboom?
So much for quiet diplomacy.
That went out the window when we lost our greatest cultural attaché.
There's no helping some people.
So now we're relying on Plan B. The new National Defence Policy, which really is called National Defence, comes amidst the fallout from Mark Peace in Our Time McGowan's trip to China. The likes of Andrew Bolt had plenty to work with, courtesy of an embarrassing hot mic moment. The piss-take of Liberal Defence spokesperson and combat veteran Andrew Hastie prompted some predictable return fire.
He's completely out of touch, he's out of depth, and as I've said a couple of times today already, he's a prison guard looking for work after the pandemic.
Hastie reckons that as a former Royal Australian Navy officer, McGowan should know there are stronger foreign policy positions than sucking up to the school bully in the hope he kicks you in the nuts last.
Hark to the tale of Nelson and the boy he loved so dear.
The new defence doctrine was released on the eve of Anzac Day, the thick of it bit of timing devised to ensure pollies can talk about honouring the sacrifice of the diggers by continuing to invest in national security, blah, blah, blah.
I wonder if New Zealand will pull their weight.
Probably not, but they might help us build our missiles. In true Anzac spirit, we're fast-tracking the process for Kiwis who want to become Australian citizens. Albo and New Zealand PM Chris Hipkins sealed the deal with a sausage sizzle.
At least they ate it the right way.
That's true. The new citizenship rules aren't just good news for the likes of Russell Crowe and Keith Urban. The Australian chapters of the Mongrel Mob outlaw motorcycle gang will be toasting the change with crisp New Zealand savvy bees. Because once their citizens and no longer have the threat of deportation hanging over their heads, they can really get down to business. And also become contestants on Channel 7's new OMCG game show.
This is the 1% Club!
I'm Ben Harvey. For more Up Late, click the subscribe button below.